Well, hello and welcome to the stream. I'm Ghost. You can find me at Art Ghosts online. The room is a little bit reorganized, which is why I've got stuff right here and my green screen isn't as close as it usually is. But that's besides the point. I do a weekly Sunday art stream and a weekly Tuesday evening game stream. So today I'm going to be working on some art. I try to do it at least once a week. Keep my motor skills up, you know? So let me show you what I worked on last time, which was the February monthly sketch for my Patreon members. So you get a kind of a sneak peek of that. I added a little bit to it, this like iron fence sort of motif to it. I didn't put those lines in myself, but the rest of it is all mine. This is Jeanette from the original story Rebellion and the Secrets of Diatros. I've done a little bit of art on my streams about it. Usually anything with original comic in the title has stuff about that if you're interested in watching back on those files. I have some other pieces that I started last year, this art trade that I unfortunately forgot about, but I'm going to work on a little bit. This original piece with some of my friends' original characters, including mine. They're all in a band together. And then some comic stuff. I might sketch a little bit too, because I do have... Where did it go? A digital sketchbook for 2026. Because I started one last year, and I really liked the idea. It gave me a space to sketch randomly without feeling like I had to have final pieces. I only have 2 pages, one for the beginning of January and one for the beginning of February, but hell, it's March 1st, I might as well do something for that sketchbook as well. We shall see. I want to warm up a little bit, I think, but I don't know if I should just get right into working on this. Or if I should sketch something. Like, whatever I want on this comic page. Let's see. Close that off. Music playing. Okay. I guess I could start by sketching in pages. I don't exactly know what I want it to be. I have the first couple pages of the interactions between these characters. Been working on this for quite some time now. Let's open up this page too to get some. We'll go with, I guess, do I do a sketch version of this? I don't remember. Let's do a layer for rough sketch. We have my Yeti rough number 3 for my inking pen. And we're using Clip Studio Paint to help me with developing the panels. That's the word. Let's make this lighter. That's fine. I'm gonna divide this up a little bit, so I can kind of see what the previous page looked like while I'm working on this. Keep it consistent, you know? I know the chat is over it, but you get the picture. You get what's going on. Kind of want his head going over this. Okay. Kind of leaning over the edge of this this fence, which is right over a cliffside, so I want it to seem like kind of precarious. Hold on a second. I kind of want to see this panel a little better. So his arm is gonna go here. So I draw the shoulder. He's got a sweater on, so it's a little bit. I don't know. I don't like how that looks. Put the shoulder here. Body. Got the sweater kind of bunching up at the shoulder area here. Let's make the eraser bigger so I can fix this a bit. Actually, I want him to look like he's leaned over more. Okay, so hand going off the panel here, maybe. Wow. Let's make this smaller. I'm gonna make another layer for the other character. I don't know how I want their hair to go. Back. Okay. Sorry, my chair is a little bit squeaky, but gotta get some, like, WD-40 or something for it. I want to adjust something here. And that's going to be the arms yet again. Not just the arms, this hole here. Gonna be doing this on different layers. Hello, Ogwid Dreams. Welcome to the stream. I'm actually struggling with my sketching right now, so I don't know how I make it look too easy, but thank you. Are you working on any art today? I'm actually erasing a whole bunch right now. Didn't like how it turned out. Let's try that again. Sketching is always nice and loose. I love using my Yeti inking brush that's like textured. You started learning to draw yesterday? Hell yeah. That's like, I still kind of remember the day that I decided that I was gonna sit down and take drawing seriously. I was in elementary school, I remember, and I was like, I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna do a drawing of my favorite, I think it was a Naruto character at the time, and I'm gonna draw this picture and I'm gonna color it with colored pencils and I'm gonna finish it. And I was very proud of it for a very long time. It took me several hours to do. So, just because it seems hard, definitely don't give up. Or if it's taking too long, sometimes a piece just needs some time. Like, the old masters of art used to take months to finish drawings, and so don't get discouraged by the fast pace of artists on social media, is my biggest piece of advice if you're just getting started. So his sweater. You're lost? You bought a graphics tablet without a screen? Well, me too. Mine's just a tablet, a plain old drawing tablet, so it is gonna be an adjustment period, because if you're used to drawing on with like on a pencil and paper, you know how you look down at what you're drawing. This you have to like look up at the screen, so it uses different muscles for your brain to figure out. I remember, let me see if I can find my first digital art piece, because it was pretty bad. I didn't know what I was doing. Man, I must have it somewhere. I have old art saved somewhere. Old. Okay, so I don't think this was the first digital art piece I did, but it was pretty old. Proportions are off, colors are weird. I was messing around with stuff. And I think I used Open Canvas at the time. So it depends on your program too. Do you know what art program you want to use? Some people use Photoshop. I use Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint is one of the most cost-effective ones in my opinion right now, but there's a lot of free art programs out there too. Sorry, I am giving advice when it wasn't asked for, but I'm always excited when somebody starts picking up art for the first time or again. You never studied drawing? The most you ever did was copy drawings. That's how I started. That's how I think a lot of artists start. And Paint Tool Sai is a pretty good program. I've used the first one before it had a bunch of improvements. But it was my favorite program for a while. I think you've got a good program to start with, I think. It can't do a lot of complicated like graphic design sort of stuff like with comics or like Photoshop, but Ours like a digital painting program or drawing program. Nothing wrong with Paint Tool Sci. Actually, I haven't checked Paint Tool in a while. Let me look it up. You said it's on Paint Tool Sci 2. Oh, I just found Paint Tool Sci to download. Interesting. Easy Paint Tool Sci. What a throwback. Yeah, I used Paint Tool Sci. Open Canvas was my first one. I don't know what Open Canvas turned into, but yeah, definitely like look up tutorials for how to use the tools and shortcuts, and if your tablet has buttons like mine does, like these shortcut buttons, take advantage of them. Definitely a big help. Because I still use Control-Z on my keyboard because my quick buttons got messed up. But it used to save me a lot of time before it got messed up. But yeah, I'm just working on a comic right now. Just kind of mindlessly getting some sketching done. Oh, I'm sorry. I can also slow down. I tend to talk kind of fast. Hopefully the captions help with translating. But good, good. What's your first language, if you don't mind me asking? Or your native language, I should say. Okay. I don't know much Spanish. I did sign language for my language in school instead of Spanish like most of my classmates. Oh, cool. Yeah, the Spanish we learn in school here is Mexican Spanish, like dialect, versus Spain Spanish. How do I want this arm to go? I'm really struggling here. What time is it in Spain right now? Gonna be like... Oh, wow, okay, so it's late. Sorry, my brother texted me. Just responding to him real quick. Okay, so let me work on... What am I going to do here? I like I'm struggling to talk and draw at the same time. I haven't regularly streamed too often. Like last week I did it, but only for a couple hours. I usually stream Sundays, because it's Sunday at around 3 p.m. here. I usually stream a couple hours earlier. Okay, so it's about waist height. Waist height. We want this in the middle here. struggle with perspective. Whoa, what was that? Was that a follow? Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm usually a night owl. I slept until way late today. So, I'll probably be streaming for a little while longer, for a couple hours at least. And then Tuesdays I do nighttime streams for games. I'm playing the game Satisfactory right now. It's a factory building game. Not usually my type of game, but it's pretty fun. Okay, so he's closer. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, it's a newer game that came out, but it started development like a decade ago. But that's why I do the art streams and the game streams. I like to have variety on my stuff. I'm also on I stream on YouTube also, so sometimes I post my videos on there as well. Planet of Lana. I have not heard of that one. Let me look it up. Planet of Lana. Ooh. I love the art for Planet of Lana. Love the art. I'll have to bookmark that. So what inspired you to start drawing or start learning to draw today of all days? What am I gonna do for this guy? I don't like how the perspective is looking. I'm gonna transform. Maybe he needs to be bigger. Oh, okay. Hey, it's always good to pick up a new hobby, especially when you're dealing with stuff like that. I feel you on the back pain too. Thankfully, I work from home, not a very physical job, but yeah. Art definitely helps me in terms of my physical and mental health. Doing something that is new and learning something new is awesome. Yeah, I bet. I hope you can get the treatment you need though for it. But finding ways to cope is very important. And art has definitely been that for me throughout the years. So I hope you can find some comfort in art as well. One of my friends loves doing coloring books, like those adult coloring books, because she doesn't have the hand steadiness that she used to have anymore. So the coloring is a good alternative to doing like the traditional art. Ooh, yeah. That would be fun. I've tried making emotes before for like Discord like server. It was a long time ago before Discord was as much of a thing. But it's fun making emotes. I see. Yeah, I think you should definitely work towards making them yourself, because then there's the achievement of having done that yourself, you know? AI is a shortcut for sure, but I think there's something special about making something handmade, you know? Like, I've been really wanting to learn animation for a while, and so when I found one on a really good sale, an animation program, I got that, and I've been starting to learn that. That's one of my new things. I haven't touched it in a little while because it's kind of hard, but that's the part of the thing about learning, is that it's hard at the beginning, and the improvements you make through practice show your growth. That hand looks a little weird. I'm gonna make that hand a little smaller. With one thing I like about digital art versus traditional art too is being able to resize things and adjust them, and you don't have to erase them. My favorite part of sketching. Yes, I am making a comic. It's called this one I've been working on. It's about my character and my friend's character meeting for the first time, and they've got a relationship that I would call the slowest burn possible. It's titled "You Say My Name Like Prayer." And it's gonna be a black and white comic. Content warnings for suicidal ideation and implied self-harm in the comic. But yeah, this is kind of the style that it's in. Let me see if I can zoom in on I don't want to see it. Can I zoom in? Here we go. So yeah, this is the cover. Page 1. He's smoking a cigarette up on a cliff. And then this other character shows up. Thank you so much. But it's also many years of hard work too. I like I mentioned at the very beginning, I've been drawing since I was in elementary school, and trying to take it seriously since then, you know? Seriously, not in terms of wanting to be a professional, but wanting to do a complete piece, wanting to color something, and I'm gonna also fix my camera real quick while I'm distracted. There we go. That's fixed a little bit. Yeah. So this is the next page, and this is my first attempt at. I wouldn't say first attempt at a comic. Maybe first attempt at doing it digitally and taking it seriously. Using the tools at my disposal. Because Clip Studio Paint has been really great for comic making for me. In terms of helping me come up with the panel designs and all of that. Yeah, and then they're just introducing each other to them, introducing to each other. Now I'm on this page. Oh wait, let me zoom. Cancel. Okay, now we're on this page. Magic Eraser. Photoshop has it? It's the Magic Eraser. Oh, I see. Like one-click erase. Yeah, I don't know if Clip Studio Paint has that. I use the fill tool and a transparent mode for my fill tool. I think that's somewhere. Probably not though. I haven't used Photoshop in many, many years. Here, one second, everybody, one second. Okay. Oh, I imagine the Magic Eraser is useful. What I just read about it, it is very handy, it sounds like. Let's see. Music is nice, but I should change it to something else maybe. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. So, what pose do I want to do the next panels? Don't know. So we have this part of the sketch. Don't need to be perfect with this because the comic itself is a very rough lines, but I want it to be readable, you know? Do not show ruler for any of those. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to combine these layers. I'm going to take the lasso tool again and drag this guy out a little bit. Okay, so where is this? I guess that word bubble will take up that panel. And then we'll do this. We'll draw a little zoom out of the fence here. Okay, good luck getting some sleep. And of course, good luck with your art journey, and I hope I'll see you around. Let's get rid of the ruler on that one. This is all on the rough sketch layer. Don't want the eyes looking over. Don't want the eyes looking down. Let's go with looking down for now. Oops. I'm going to be taking a break here in just a little bit. I've been drawing for almost an hour now. Or, yeah, it's about, well, it's almost 4:20. I gotta take a break. I'm drawing some background here. Cliffside. Oh, the beach. Let's save that. And then I'm gonna take a little break. I think. Yeah, I might as well. Started at 3. Almost started at 3:30 rather, almost 4:30. So I will take a little bit of a break. I will be back on about 10 minutes. And then I'll be continuing either with this comic or this piece, or maybe even this piece. I'm intimidated by this piece because I'm at the coloring stage. Coloring and shading stage, and I don't know what to do. That's why black and white is like the safe space. So we'll see. Thank you for hanging out with me though. You can find me at ArtGhost, ARTGH0STS on Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky, Patreon, and Coffee. Be sure to give me a follow. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. I see Chuck is here. It's been forever. I'm doing my Sunday weekly art stream just for a little while longer. Then I might play some games, but yeah, so I've been drawing the last hour. I'm doing pretty good. I started late today because my husband wanted to have a brunch date, so we went out and had some late brunch and more like lunch, but yeah, and then I've just been drawing for a little bit. You just got home from work, making dinner, chilling for a bit before bed. Nice. Yeah, I've just been chilling. I was chatting with Agua Dreams, and they said they were gonna try working on art today, and then it was bedtime for them, so they headed out. Oh yeah, let me show you what I'm working on. I'm still on my intermission screen. So, last stream, which was last week, I worked on this piece here with Chinette behind bars. I added those off stream though. And then I've just been working on a comic. I have some coloring to do for these pieces and just taking it slow and steady today. This one's intimidating me, this band painting, drawing, because I now have to color it. So I might stick with the black and white comic that I've been working on. Probably not drawing for too much longer. My hand is starting to hurt, so I don't want to overdo it, you know? Could also work on the animatic. Let's open that, actually. Let's see. Old drive, art, animatic. Let's work a little bit on the animatic. I want to make some progress on this. So we can close these out. Not save. Save. We'll save this one. Oops. And we did some sketching. We can close that out, and now we can just work solely on this, which I worked on last time a little bit too. Take zoom, then it goes to this. Or this drawing, it actually goes and this is a different color too. There we go. Nope, my captions paused. Let's resume those captions. There we go. We have, this is approximately drawing 40 out of about 70 or so drawings for this animation, this animatic. I don't know. I don't know what I want to start with here, because it is drawn over this, so 41 sketch. What does the art style remind you of? I'm curious. How do I want to layer this? So the older Adrian is still the same. Don't need that one. We don't need that one. That's color. That's lines. Copy the lines and the color. Whoops. Did you ever watch the cartoon MTV Daria from back in the early 2000 period? I watched a little bit of it. I don't remember it, but yeah, let me look it up real quick. Daria. Yeah. Especially with how the eyes look. I can see it. Yeah. Okay. Let me stop messing with the layers and actually draw a little bit of this. Because I'm trying to copy the layers because we have the cake and the color of the background, the color of the characters that we want to copy. Cake and the lines. So let's copy all those. This will go in a new folder titled 41 lines is what we'll call it, and we'll paste all these in here. Okay. Let's erase that. Let's bring the sketch back. We got the cake. So let's erase some lines here. Get rid of these background colors and lines. Okay. And I'm gonna just color over the background we've got going on here. Color over where the background is no longer covered by the arm. Nala's doing pretty good, actually. I've just recently changed her food away from her prescription diet because it was just getting way too expensive for me. And she seems to like it. It's still, instead of rabbit protein, it's fish. So she's getting a lot of fish, which might not be the best for her, but it's high protein. And her blood levels came back as having low protein, so having the high protein is going to be really good for her, in my opinion. Because that's what the doctor said. get her on high protein food. I got her some wet food, which she usually doesn't get, and so she's really excited about the wet food. Okay, so that's not gonna bother the cake at all. Background coloring. Let's color this back then. Okay, we don't need the background color there anymore. Next, what I'm gonna do is in the new layer, title it 41 Hunger. Yeah, she's doing really good. I've also been giving her a little bit of pumpkin puree to help with her constipation, because that's been the most chronic thing she's dealt with aside from the heart murmur. But the heart murmur is very minor. We do have to do a follow-up appointment though, so I'm still saving up for that. Because cardiology is no cheap thing. Okay, so I'm gonna draw Adrian smashing her younger self's face into a cake, because that's what we're doing today. She didn't like the drive. She screams in the car, and she usually pees herself inside of her carrier. So that was fun. But the adjustment, she seems really chill right now. She likes having more space. She likes laying in the sun. So she seems more relaxed lately, which I'm very happy about. And that's good for her heart too, for, you know, her not being stressed out. So, you know, good all around. Just not the actual travel part of the move. But we're looking for new places now, because since we're living with family, and we might stay in the area just so we're not too far from family and where our storage unit is and whatnot. It's not too much more expensive around this area for what we're looking for. We just don't want to pay as much as we were paying for our rent last year. Or was it 2 years? Yeah, we stayed in that apartment 2 years. Frankly, I'm the one that has to adjust from a move more than Nala. Nala does. Moves are stressful, man. Okay, so we got her hair coming down here. Yep, it's a problem. I am hopeful that there'll be a turning point when it comes to housing. And the idea surrounding the right to affordable housing, and I personally am for public housing, socialized housing as an option for people as well. So I work from home, so where we move doesn't really matter too much for me. My job is located in the northern part of the state, so I think as long as I stay within the state, I'm fine. But I do have a coworker that recently moved out of state, and they've kept her remote as well because they love us. They love us so much. I've certainly got lucky with the industry that I have found myself in terms of senior programs for seniors, because it's just such a necessary thing in our society. There'll always be work to do. Let's draw this other hand now. And then my husband also works from home, but needs to stay close to the offices in case he ever needs to go in. But we both work from home, so we're not too limited. Yeah, exactly. We're all gonna get old someday. It's important to train people in how to take care of our elderly, because families are not always equipped to do it. Especially when you have somebody with complex medical needs or mental health needs, or a combination of the two, especially if dementia's involved. That's why I always encourage everybody to get a power of attorney, or also or an advanced health directive, because you just never know. Never know when you might need the help. So we got spaghetti straps on her shirt. I think this arm's coming out okay for now. Do I delete the cake lines? Oh yeah, because her head actually goes into that. Okay. I gotta delete some more stuff. Okay, so we got that erased. Just gotta redraw this arrow 15 times because I won't be happy with it. Okay, that's a little better. So sketch is done. We can hide that in there. Now we just need to finish coloring everything. Gray, let's get this beige color and fix some of this. And she's got some freckles, so let's get those freckles added in there. And then we'll get her younger self's hair and skin tone in there. And then this was the color of her shirt. So let's put that in. You know, for the younger version of herself. Let's fix some of this. Okay. Maybe freckles on the younger self too, on her shoulders. Okay, so I think that one's done. Let's save this. I'm gonna export it as a PNG. Number 41. So I'm replacing it. And then I'm gonna open up the video file in DaVinci Resolve. Version 20. Open this up. Let's see if I can show you what's going on here. Pause this music.
Maybe it's a side effect of my age, 'cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain.
Oh wait, I didn't change her face. Music back on. Okay, so she's supposed to be smiling. Forgot about this. Okay. There we go. So save that. Export that as a PNG again. Okay, let's pause this music. We're back showing this.
Of my age, 'cause we're so overstimulated that we can't.
Okay, so we gotta zoom in here a little bit.
Age, 'cause we're so over. It's a side effect of my age, 'cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain. Oh, I don't stimulate and complain, but I got sex and drugs and drama where I should have a brain, and maybe it's a side effect of my age, 'cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain. Oh,
Okay, so I'm almost done with almost to the 1 minute mark. Or I am at the 1 minute mark on this. Yay. Save the project. Let's close that down. Let's bring CSP back up. And start the music again. Okay. So this one is just a zoom in of the previous one. So what I can do, take the background, 41 lines. Copy, paste. Okay, 42 is gonna go up here. 42 sketch is what I'm gonna name that one. 42 zoom in. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Let's apply that. Is that almost matched up? What I'm gonna do is I'm going to. She has a frown in this one, right? She looks troubled. So let's. What else is? 41 lines is still up. I got so many layers here, I'm getting confused, so don't mind me. Okay, so we can delete this line. And I gotta change your expression again. Bring that pen size down to 5. I'm gonna save that, and then I'm gonna save it as 42. Export PNG. Featuring 42. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, thank you. I'm editing it a little bit in the video. Now we want this to be size 100, don't we? Let me pause the background music. Let's get this music playing again.
Of my age, 'cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain. Oh, la, la. You don't
So this animatic, the animation, has about 71 different drawings. It's kind of a combination between an animation and a comic. It's I've always seen it referred to as an animatic, and it has different still images that make up storyboard of an animation, but it's without all the in-between frames, basically. So it still has the implication of movement, but it actually doesn't show the movement that you would usually see in an animation. But here, I'll show you what I've got going on from the beginning of this video. This is in DaVinci Resolve, which is a free program to edit videos, which I decided to do it in instead of like an animation software.
Lily, is that you? Relax after work with a drink till I can barely hold on to the edge of the sink. And then cause I don't wanna think, and you don't gotta hold me down, baby, I know how to sink. Hide how it feels to ask for help. When's it gonna all get better? I don't need a bad guy, got myself. I know how to hurt me better. You don't understand, you don't understand. You don't know who I am. I get fucking sad. Go a little harder. I need something stronger. I know that I shouldn't complain, but I got sex and drugs and drama where I should have a brain. And maybe it's a side effect of my age, cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain. Oh la la. You don't understand, you don't understand. You don't know who I am. I get fucking sad. Go a little harder. I need something stronger. Two hands on the bathroom sink. Who's that looking back at me? You don't understand, you don't understand. You don't know who I am. I get fucking sad. You don't understand, you don't understand. You don't know who I am, and I get fucking sad. And maybe it's a side effect of my age, cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain. When's it gonna all get better? I don't need a bad guy.
I was muted, my bad. But yeah, so it's basically like animation and storytelling and a music video and all that together. I had a very distinct idea of what I wanted to do for telling my character Adrian's story through this.
complain, but I got
I gotta fix the offset. Drop shadow on all of these now. Because I knew they were too narrow. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I've spent a lot of time doing this, and I've always wanted to do it. And the first time is going pretty smoothly. It's just taken longer than I expected. Because I feel like I had like a manic episode and got most of it done in like 2 weeks time, and then I was like, okay, I'm done with this now. But I really want to pick it back up. I'm doing it little piece by piece instead of all at once and overwhelming myself. Let's replay this section again.
It's a side effect of my age, 'cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain. Oh, la, la.
Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Drag that forward a little bit. And then we want the text to color dissolve too. Can we do that? No, we can't.
That we can't feel the pain. Oh, la, la. You don't understand.
Oh, that's right. You watched me color when I was doing the beginning of it. Wow, I've been working on this for so long. It's fine though. Like I was telling somebody else, there's a lot of pressure in social media to post art all the time. But people that in the past when they created art, it took them years, months if not years to complete art pieces. So like doing over 100 different drawings for an animation project, that's, if it takes a year, it takes a year. That's not too bad, in my opinion.
It's a side effect of my age, 'cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain. Oh, la, la. You don't understand.
Okay, I'm gonna save this. Close it out. And bring that into there. Okay, so 43 is a completely different scene that I have in fact drawn before, but I wasn't putting them into folders earlier, so I've got just a mess of layers here. So got a background here. Background lines. Couch lines. Oh. Yes, I did make all the drawings for this. I know I'm just working on coloring them now, but all the sketches I did, yes. Different than my usual style, but I just simplified things a little bit. So where was I going with this? Oh yeah, that's sketch. We got background colors. Background lines, couch lines. Copy these. And we're gonna color in the background. Oops. This is this color, this is darker. Yeah, I did it all from scratch. It's all started with the idea in the brain, and instead of making a different file for each drawing, I've just done it all on one giant file and made different layers. So if that's why I seem confused, it's because I haven't looked at these layers in a long time. So I did. And for some of these, like the couch on this drawing specifically, I actually used a 3D model of a couch to help me get the perspective of it appropriate. And then I drew over the 3D model just for speed sake, so I didn't have to stress out over drawing a model of a couch. So this is gonna be smaller, this line here. Maybe not that small. Come on. I want this line to line up. Might take a break here soon. I've been drawing for about 2 hours now, or been live for about 2 hours now. Usually start earlier at around 12, but I started at 3:30 today because my husband wanted to go to brunch. Have a little brunch date, you know? It's fun. Nice little restaurant. We went to a different restaurant yesterday, and just because we needed to get out of the house for a little bit, and we were going to this like Spanish and Mexican cuisine, like fusion, and it looked really good, but then they didn't serve us or check on us for like 20 minutes, and so we left. This is the first time I've ever really walked out of a restaurant like that. Oops, I hit my mic. Sorry about that. We might give it another try when it's not a weekend. But for now, I got this like a lox avocado toast with like smoked salmon on it, which was really good. Let's delete that. Okay. 43 sketch. I'm gonna open up a new folder. 43 father. Oh yeah, smoked salmon is so good. One of my favorite is like a lox bagel, but they had it on like a sourdough bread, an arugula salad with a really good lemon and orange vinaigrette on it, and it had feta cheese and little cherry tomatoes on it, and I don't usually like arugula, and it was delicious, very delicious. From Wildfish Cannery in Alaska. Ooh, I'll have to check that out. I will have to check that out. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to take a break here. I've got to hit the restroom, get some more water, and take a little bit of break. Then I'll continue drawing for a little bit. I don't think I'm going to do a game stream today, just because I feel like it. I'll have my game stream on Tuesday, but thanks for hanging out with me so far, or watching back on this VOD later. I will be right back. Don't forget to follow me. You can catch me at ArtGhosts, ARTGH0STS, on Patreon, Coffee, Blue Sky, YouTube and Twitch. Hello, welcome back, or welcome to the stream. I've gone for a little bit longer than I thought, but let me see. What did Chuck say? Oh yeah, no gaming tonight, but I hope you have a good night. You're probably gone by now, but hope you have a good night, and I will catch you on Tuesday, hopefully. I'm gonna do some more art. What time is it? It's 6 o'clock. Yeah, let's do just a little bit more. Let's do one more picture. You got this shadow silhouette of a man, and he needs to be dead, is the problem. My screen is a bit dusty. Oops, scratched it. My ring. Whatever. So I've been working on some animatic themes today, and that just means that it's like an animation, but not quite. You don't need this couch sketched in here, so I'm gonna erase it. Confusing me. Okay, I'm just gonna do this a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna wrap up tonight. Maybe record some videos for YouTube separately. But for now, let's get this man drawn. The silhouette of a man drawn. So I want that arm to be the same, so I'm gonna erase this sketch. Sketch arm. Because this arm is gonna be the same. Yeah. Oh, that's the couch lines. Oh, bots, go away. There we go. So we're making a new layer here. 43 blood. Let's see here. Once we finish this, I'm gonna wrap up for the night. Or once I integrate it into the animatic, the video, then it will be done. Okay, so that one is done. I'm gonna save the whole file. I'm gonna export the PNG as a single layer. I'm saving that over number 43. Excuse me. I'm actually gonna open up DaVinci Resolve here. Pause the music. Show you what I got going on here. Okay. So
Feel the pain, oh la la. You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't know who I am.
I do want the blur.
You don't understand. 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 You don't know who I am. I get fucking sad. Go a little harder. I need something stronger.
Okay, cool. So we got some more done. I'm gonna rewatch it just to see if the beginning is still working for us.
Lily, is that you? Relax after relax.
Hold on a second.
Lily, is that you? Relax after work with a drink till I can barely hold on to the edge of the sink, and then cause I don't wanna think, and you don't gotta hold me down, baby, I know how to sink up. Hide how it feels to ask for help. When's it gonna all get better? I don't need a bad guy, got myself. I know how to hurt me better. You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't know who I am. I get fucking sad. Go a little harder. I need something stronger. I know that I shouldn't complain, but I got sex and drugs and drama where I should have a brain, and maybe it's a side effect of my age, cause we're so overstimulated that we can't feel the pain. Oh la la. You don't understand. You don't understand. You don't know.
Okay. Great. Great progress. I don't know how much of these I can draw on stream, but we'll save that for next time. I'll be doing my game stream next time on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific. So be sure to join me on Tuesday. That is 2 days from now. You can find me at ArtGhosts, ARTGH0STS. on Blue Sky, Patreon, Coffee, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you to my Patreon members of past and present, who mean the world to me. If you want to support my art, if you want to support these art projects, or even my gameplay videos, you can either do a monthly subscription or a one-time donation on Coffee. So, thank you so much, have a great night, and I will see you on Tuesday.